Joe here with Smart Agents. Today I want to share with you one of many success stories about FSBOs, for sale by owners. Let me show you what Bruno is doing, a longtime real estate agent, now a member and author in our Book Leads program. Customers are calling him up saying, come list my house. You know what? I'll let him tell you what he's doing.
So what I do is I approach them either by phone or walk to their door, and I just give them a book. It's called, The Do's and the Don'ts and How to Sell It Yourself. So I called the FSBO, because I saw him on my database. They were selling his home themselves. And I asked him if I can just come by to look at his home because I'm a realtor in the area. And the first thing he said, he goes, you're free to come by, but I just want you to know offhand, right off the cuff, that I already have a realtor because he's a good friend of mine. So, okay, fine, no problem. I still want to come by and look at the home because I may have a buyer, I don't know. So I go by there, and as soon as I go by his home, I introduce myself, start talking, and I just give him a book. He went to go about showing me the home. Then after I looked at the home and I talked a little bit about the home, I left. About 3 or 4 days later, he called me. And he said, I wonder if you could come by because I was really seriously thinking about having you list my home. And of course, I didn't question it. I said, sure, no problem. I'll come by right away to take pictures of the home and fill out paperwork. And when I got there, and I did just that, near the end, I asked him, I said, I'm just curious. I remember you told me you had a good friend of yours that's a realtor, but you ended up calling me. Why did you call me instead of your friend? He goes, well, read your book, at least, parts of it. And I think I see you're very, very qualified for selling a home. So I thought I just wanted to get this with you since you seem to be more serious about selling a home. That was a $450,000 listing, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Yeah, and so. He didn't say, I have a question about the book. I remember specifically said, I'm calling you because I want you to list my home. So whatever objection he had, I obviously addressed it in the book because he didn't say, oh, by the way, I have a question about something you wrote in the book. No, he called me up and said, I want you to list my home.
I have a question for you. What do you get when you have a great idea and you implement it? You put those together, you have success. That's what this is, a simple program anyone can implement. Forget about hard sales tactics. Bruno is getting easy listings without twisting arms and beating people up. Just simply going out there, wearing a smile, handing out his book. Customers are calling him up saying, come list my house. We all know that 91% of FSBOs will end up listing with a realtor. And the question is, are they going to list with you? What's the home seller gonna do when he's telling his friends who sold his house? Maybe 6 months, maybe a year later, the book's on the shelf. Hey, that realtor, let me get you his book. And he gives the book to his friend, and his friend calls you up, and what does he say? Come list my home. So what you need to do now, if you're not a Book Leads member, become a member, order some books, and have success. Listings, closings, money in the bank, happy clients that love to work with you.